Welcome, Kletus Roadside Service. We just got loaded. 2 o'clock, Thursday. Things are going okay today. I emptied that tank out, so they have two frac tanks sitting here at this power plant, and they got one green tank, and it's outside, and it's a 21,000 gallon frac tank. Same with the blue one on the inside, and I got the blue one emptied out. There's solids there in the bottom. It's kind of like I don't know. It's like sand. It kind of flows and acts like sand. Like if you punch it, it ain't moving. But if you wiggle your finger through it, you can get it to move around, and it moves better with liquid. So, anyways, I had to. It's probably 2 or 3 inches worth of solids in that tank, which is really low for what I'm used to dealing with. They just didn't put a whole lot into this tank here, so it doesn't have a whole bunch of solids. But yeah, I don't know. Just trying to create a path. I have it's a measuring stick. I don't know how long it is. It's probably like a 16 footer, probably roughly. And it's just a square piece of wood. It's not very durable at all, but I was using that to kind of push through the solids because I had a pool of liquid at the back and then a pile of solids in the middle and then another pool of liquid at the front. But it was pretty evened out, but it was just slightly off. And I'd use that stick to kind of push through. I opened up the front door, by the way. I usually go in through the top, but once you get down a certain amount of inches, you could open up the front door and shit ain't gonna spill out. Obviously, it's a little manhole door. So open up the manhole door, and that's where I was sucking the rest of it from. But you can't stick the hose all the way down in there because it's gonna start pulling solids off the bottom, and it'll plug up the hose. I mean, you can clear the hose out pretty easily, but it will plug up the hose. And it just won't start. It just won't suck. It won't be able to pull enough vacuum to pull straight up, you know. I got two 16-foot hoses connected to my truck, so I got 32 foot, 3 inches round, full of solids. That vacuum ain't gonna be able to pull that. So, anyways, I just had to kind of lightly get the hose in there and then make a little path for the liquid to come from the back of the tank to the front of the tank, and I don't know, get out as many liquids as I can because the liquids are the hazardous part. The solids are not hazardous. That's just like sediment and shit. So, and my job is to get out as many liquids as I can. So that's what I did. And I thought I was only going to be pulling about 3,700 gallons out of there, and I was going to need to pull another 500 gallons roughly out of the other tank that's outside that's full to the fucking tip top. But after looking at my gauges and shit, I said, you know what? I ain't, nope, I ain't doing that. I ain't pulling no more liquid. I'm going to just finish up. So if you're going off my beginning measurements, I pulled 3,700 gallons. But that was from the top manhole, and it's off to the right side of the tank. So uh, and it's got a V bottom on the bottom of this tank. It's not a very deep V bottom. It's just, whenever you get down to the last little bit, at least it's going to all settle to the middle. So it's only probably a 3-inch drop or whatever. So I don't know. I measured 22 inches. The tank said that was going to be 3,700 gallons. If I was able to measure at the beginning from the middle, it probably would have been 26 inches, and that's really more than I'm probably supposed to haul. So I just pulled what I could and said, "Fuck it, I ain't gonna add nothing to this fucking truck." It feels heavy, which is odd. I think I think the reason it feels heavy is because of this truck also. This truck is having problems again today. I showed up this morning a little later than what they were probably expecting, but I had to get a 10-hour reset in. And I said, you know what? I ain't going to show up before my 10-hour reset. I'm a fucking, take care of some things real quick before I take off. And I rode the bike in today. That was cold. It was like 35 degrees. Pretty fucking cold because I opened up the garage and I felt the air outside and I don't know, didn't seem that fucking cold to me. I was like, it doesn't feel warm, but it doesn't feel that cold. I just threw on my Carhartt hoodie and hit the fucking road. No, as soon as I got up on the highway, I said, oh, fuck, this is really fucking cold. And I just kept telling myself, I said, oh, I'm going to develop a thermal layer and everything's going to be fine. No, I didn't develop a thermal layer at all. It just was cold the whole fucking way, especially around my neck. I need to get me a gaiter, I guess is what they call it. I don't know what the fuck why do they call, it's a thin piece of fucking stretchy bullshit you put around your neck. What the hell? Why do they call that a gaiter? I don't know. But anyways, I need to get either that or a handkerchief or a bandana or some sort of I don't know, one of them fucking things you wrap around your neck. Uh, a mongoose fur or something. Maybe I should look into that. I should try to find some sort of a real fur. What is that thing called that goes around your neck? Handkerchief? Not handkerchief. It's a dude. This truck has got problems. I'm downshift, bitch, and we may be able to get up to fucking speed here. All right. Yeah, I don't know. That's why it feels really heavy, is because the truck is. I do this run all the time. I know how the truck acts on all the hills, and I'm always pedal to the fucking metal, up until I get to my speed limit or whatever. And usually I can get up to 45 on that hill, and I only got up to probably 30. So it feels like it's extra heavy. I don't think it is. I think I'm having issues with the engine here. So, anyways, I showed up to the shop a little bit later than expected, knowing that the mechanics were going to be working on my truck also. Show up and they changed the filter. They were like, yeah, that filter was fucking clogged. They're like, we found your problem. You're good to go now. I said, all right, sweet. And he put a new blinker switch in my truck, which is nice of him. I guess we were having, he said there was problems with the windshield wipers. I don't know. I didn't really use them a whole lot, so I didn't really notice. I mean, I tried to clean the bugs off my windshield a couple of times, but, trying to clean the bugs off your fucking windshield at 75 mile an hour just is not, you got to wait till you slow down. And most of me is going, 75 down the highway. So anyways, that wasn't really working. Or I just didn't notice, I didn't mess with I just looked through the bugs. I just act like the bugs ain't there. I just look right through them. But and then I clean them off when I get to a truck stop, get some fuel or something. But there's one truck stop I've been stopping at, and they got they're a little bit longer than like the squeegees at like a regular gas station, but they're way fucking shorter than like regular truck stop squeegees. So it's like I can only clean like half of my viewing area on either side without getting my fat ass up hanging out my window of my door while it's open trying to fucking clean my I'm like, it ain't worth it, but I'm just gonna fucking look through the bugs. That's what I'm good at. I'm good at looking through the bugs. Hey, they're building a Quonset set. Kwanzaa hut. Kwanzaa hut. What the fuck is a Kwanzaa? It's a half pipe. It's an upside down half pipe. Like you think about skateboarding, flip that motherfucker upside down. It's a Kwanzaa hut. It's some sort of weird thing. I don't know. I helped my buddy Luke build one, I was there for, half of a day. I didn't really help. I was just kind of like there to be funny the whole time. But anyways, I helped him build it, and he said it's a Kwanzaa. I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck you're saying. It's a half pipe upside down. Anyways, it's like people store shit inside of Kwanzaa. It's like a big half pipe upside down, and they put hay and stuff in it. Anyways, my buddy Luke, his parents bought one, and we built it, and it's their house. It's really interesting. It's totally different than anything you've ever seen. It's long, it's really wide, it's got really high ceilings, and it's just kind of inconvenient for making walls and shit, because everything is a fucking curve. Uh, but hey, you can build a wall there, and then you got storage behind the wall, which is kind of cool. Or you can get back there and run all your wiring and stuff. I don't know. Theirs isn't like fully completed, and I don't know if it ever will be. I think they just kind of like it the way it is. But it's got awesome. There's big ass beams, wooden beams going across the top. They got all kinds of cool stuff. They have a little Harley Davidson motorcycle. I don't even know if it's a Harley, but it's a little blue motorcycle with a sidecar. It's pretty badass. I'm talking about all kinds of shit here. Anyways, I got loaded. Before that, I did take a different load where they load my tanker from the top. I don't have to pump anything. They just load it. I just open up the hatch on top, back up underneath this pipe, and then they load it, and they got me perfectly weighed. I was perfect. 79 400 without me in it. So that was a perfect load. I was very pleased with that. And then I stopped, and I did eat some lunch. I ate an early lunch today. I'm gonna have a second late lunch, I think, and I'm still gonna have a dinner. I don't know. I'm hungry. I ate lunch way too fucking early, and I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna eat again. I already know it. It's just part of being Cletus. Sometimes you have two lunches. That's just it's part of my religion, I guess. When you're hungry, you eat, and when you're hungry and you don't eat, you get angry. Part of the religion. I don't know what the religion Cletus. Uh, Anyways, that load went well. I went and I talked to my guy at the landfill and slopped around in his fucking shit. I'm like, dude, clean this fucking area up before you bring me back in here again, motherfucker. I gotta wear these boots all the way down to Oklahoma, and they gotta be right up under my fucking nose. And you got me walking around in your slop that you got all just laid out over here. It's not like sewage or anything. It's like oily bullshit just everywhere. And it gets all over your boots. It's like I gotta hose my boots off before I leave this fucking place. This motherfucker, quit shifting to 10th. Quit shifting to number 10. This is where I need my 18 speed. I can split ninth. Well, I don't know. The gearing is completely different than 18 speed. Maybe not. You're gonna be in like basically ninth, and then you're gonna go to the low side of 9. That's where I need to be right now. I need to be on, but no, it's totally different. Low side of 9. High side of 9 would be 18. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, now we're moving. I don't know. I'm thinking this truck's still fucked up. Anyways, I'm jumping all around here. I showed up. He fixed the truck. He said it's good to go. And I go do my one load over in Lawrence, take it back to Kansas City, offload it. Everything's well. Leave there, and I head over to here to get loaded. Get loaded. Everything goes really well. And then I get back in the truck, and just to leave, and it said engine derate in 3 hours. I'm like, why? And now there's no notifications. Like the notifications are completely gone. but I guarantee you, in 1 hour, it's going to pop up and say engine derate in 2 hours. And I'm like, oh, this isn't good. This is not good at all. Because I got a 5-hour drive. I don't want to do 2 hours of my drive in a derate mode. I guess I'd be through the Flint Hills by then, and I'd be mainly on flat ground, and then another hour and a half of it would be running through Oklahoma on back roads, but they're all 65 out there. But I don't know. I have plenty of time. I'm not short on time or anything, so I should be good. But anyways, I called up the mechanic. He said, I'm busy as fuck. What do you want? I'm like, hey, relax, man. I was just going to ask you because we didn't really talk this morning. I just saw you working on my truck. I was nearby, but you didn't say anything about anything other than, yep, filter was fucked, and then he walked off. I'm like, did you clear out any codes? Because I was telling you I was having transmission fucking things happening. I was trying to think of a fucking F word. Finicky. My transmission was being finicky. People learning English is hard. I think everybody that drives a truck, engine derate in 3 hours. Okay, well, now it's why? Why? Get off my screen, fuckhead. um yeah, it's like, hey, did you clear out any codes? He said, no, I didn't even look at the codes. I'm like, man. Well, it's telling me it's gonna derate. And it's running. It's running weird. It's got like a high idle right now, and that's another the weird thing it was doing yesterday. All right, you piece of shit. I put it in manual mode. There's a little button here you can put it in manual mode, so it would hold in ninth gear, and then I came to a complete stop, and then it was like, oh, second gear. We're not gonna shift. You're in manual mode. We'll downshift, but we ain't gonna upshift. You motherfucker. You. Anyways, and, I didn't check no fucking codes. I'm like, all right, well, I got codes popping up now that were popping up yesterday. He's like, I didn't clear nothing out. Okay, well, I'll be calling you in about 3 hours, bud, when this thing is derated, and I'm gonna have to, I don't know, pull over, shut the batteries off. I don't know, cycle the engine a few. I don't know how to reset that. But it's not. I have a half a tank of depth. There's no reason it should be derating. I don't know what's going on. I need to get in my 18 speed. My 18 speed older Kenworth. It's just like a real truck, you know? Real truck. But I got some, I don't know. I don't want to get into it right now. I got some not good news. Not horrible news, but not great news. Not news that's gonna, well, news that could potentially derail all of my plans that I've got. But if my plans get derailed, I'm gonna be in the same spot I've been in, and that's why I shouldn't be talking about it. Because if things don't want to work out, I don't want to be. I don't know. I think I'm talking about it too much. I need to wait for the shit to happen, then tell you about what happened versus what I want to happen. Whenever I talk about what I want to happen, things go off the rails. Unless I make it an operation. Operation Get a New Job is underway. I should have done that. I don't know why I didn't. Every time I've done one of them operations, I get it. I get it. Everything works out for me. And I did not even make it an operation, podcast operation. Get a new job. Operation Heavy Haul. I don't know. I did get another couple calls today about other companies. They're like, "Oh, you interested?" I'm like, "I applied 12 days ago, 13 days ago, in some cases. Why are you waiting now to even view my application?" Like, I understand you got a bunch of applicants, but now you're calling me. You can't leave somebody on the back burner like that. They're gonna run around. They're gonna start making plans and whatnot. Other places. If you aren't jumping on it, jump on it. What else is going on? I saw the. Damn, you fuckhead! Why are you in my lane, you bitch? I'll fuck your ass up. Just kidding. I'm not trying to fight anybody right now. I'm not. I'm not. Sometimes I'm in the mood where I'm like, if somebody wanted to fight me right now, I would fight them. I'm not in that mood right now. I'm just kind of in a regular mood, I guess. A little bit down, but not all the way down. I'm not feeling horrible like I was the other day, but I'm not feeling as good as I was, well, let's say yesterday or the day before. Can you hit the throttle? Okay, it's going to take me 15 seconds to get across the road, and you are going slow as fuck, and there's a gigantic line of cars. That's a long fucking line of cars. If I don't go right now, I ain't going. I'm going. I'm going. Hey, you're going to have to slow the fuck down, bitch. You're going to have to slow down. If you fucking run into me, that's on you, motherfucker. You guys are so spread out, I'll be stuck at this goddamn stop sign forever. Not literally, but, for longer than I want to be, longer than I should have to be stopped at a stop sign. I don't like being stopped at a stop sign. Waiting on fucking cars going slow as shit, and then they get right up to you, and then they put their blinker on, they turn. It's like I could have been gone and out of the way if I would have known you were slowing down to turn, you motherfucker. Use your fucking blinkers. Listen, I have a truck that ain't got no blinkers, and I know how to drive and not interrupt other people's movements. Hopefully that's going to be fixed this weekend. I'm talking about shit I want to do, and it might not happen. It's got to happen though. I got to get that truck going. I gotta spend some time on it. Um, what else is going on? I don't know. I turned in that ticket to my boss. Said, "Yeah, here it is. I fucked up." He didn't seem too worried about it. I don't know if he's not very worried about it because they're going to send me the bill, or if he just doesn't. I don't know. He's like, "This is the only has related violation we've had in probably 5 years." I'm like, "Oh, all right." He's like, "As a company, as a whole." I'm like, "Okay. Thanks for rubbing it in." Okay. I had more strict placards on my truck than what needed to be. I don't know how I was. It doesn't really matter what hazard it. I'm hauling it. I'm doing a good job. Anyways, he was like, "Yeah, if you wouldn't have got that ticket, you would have got paid." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, $75." He's like, "No, we upped it to $100." I said, "Oh, thanks for. I guess I'm not getting that." He's like, "Well, I'll tell you what. On the next one," and this is where he likes to say shit out loud instead of in a text message or whatever. And I mean, we weren't texting, so it makes sense. But he said, next time you get a clean MVR or roadside inspection, I'll give you more than $100. Said, okay, yeah, I will remember that. You will not. Whenever I was like, I will go to the scale houses on I-35 South, and I will just loop them. I will just take the next exit after the scale, turn around, come through the northbound scale, take the next exit, go turn around. I will loop those motherfucking scales for about 4 hours that you're going to pay me for, and just so I can get pulled in for an inspection. But then there's always a risk, It doesn't matter how clean and good you are with your truck. They can write you a ticket for anything. And like they can get you. They can be like, well, this tire's PSI is technically a little bit too low. I'm not going to put you out of service, but you need to get that looked at. Or this tread depth is, or this tires looks a little bad. Yeah, I don't know. They can get under your truck. They can fuck some shit up, because they don't let you go under there with them. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to go in there and sabotage you, but technically they could, and there's nothing you can really do about it. It's like, oh, you have a broken airline. It's leaking all over the place. Like, that's so weird because it was not leaking all the way up until you looked at it. Well, it's leaking now. They just put their hand on it, yank on some of them. Some of them airlines aren't like super heavy duty. They could just yank on them and, yep, you got a leak, writing you up. That's why you got to be really nice to DOT officers, because they'll write you up for whatever. If you have a sleeper cab, which I don't really have experience in, obviously, but I've seen videos of, before the AI shit came out, obviously, but I've seen people, they got inspected and their bed wasn't made, and they got a ticket for having a bed that was not made, or having the wrong color sheets. That's a thing. Apparently, that's a thing. You have to have the correct. You're not allowed to have certain colored sheets or some shit. I don't fucking know. But it's like, yeah, and it's obviously this guy's recording the interaction. It's like, well, yeah, you're pissing them off. You're recording the interaction. I know it's your right. You should be able to, but they're also, if you're doing anything to piss them off, they're gonna be, they're gonna go above and beyond to try to write you up for something. So just try to be respectful and nice, and even if they do give you a ticket, just smile and say thank you for that. Thank you for catching me. I was about to, I could have really fucked this whole county up since I had the wrong placards on. I really could have fucked this whole county up. You would have came in with the same suits that you would come in with the Class 9, for the HAZ cleanup. I don't know. Whatever. I'm a salty bitch. I'm a real salty bitch. Anyways, these Flint Hills, I am not looking forward to these Flint Hills. This truck is not running great, and I just know. I already know. Engine derate in 3 hours. Thank you! This thing's gonna keep fucking saying that shit the whole fucking way. What is wrong with you? I'm looking at the gauges. Let's look at the gauges. Volts, 13, the high side of 13. Oil pressure, 33 psi. Water temp, probably around 180, 175, 180. I don't really have like an exact measurement there. Brake application, 0. I'm not hitting the brakes. Engine derate in 3 hours. Okay. Thank you for that. Air, primary and secondary, are at 125 psi. Def, half a tank, a little over half. Fuel, little under 3/4. Oil temp, 220. Where else we at? Trans temp, 150, 160, 172, 175, something like that. Boost, just under 20, and that's, according to how much throttle you're giving it. Suspension load, which has nothing to do with anything other than telling me how heavy I think I'm going to be. And my suspension load is at, I don't know, right in between 50 and 60. And that's right where I need to be, where normally if I look at it and it says 60, I'm overweight. And I better try to not get pulled over. If it's 55 or a little bit under, I'm probably right at legal limit or a little under. So anyways, I'm good there. And those are all the gauges I have. Mileage, 258, 117. It's a 2021 truck, I believe. 69 degrees outside. I'm in drive. I am in 10th gear. The clock is way off. And I currently have my engine brake set to level 3. RPM. I don't need to tell you my RPM. It's going to fluctuate. Under 2,000. My idle RPM, that's where it's weird. I'm idling at like 650. And I like to be normal, regular, hot idle is like 500. I'm currently going 50 miles an hour. Got a 45 zone up ahead. Here we are. Freeman, Missouri. Tiny little town. If I blink, I won't miss it. But if I close my eyes for about 45 seconds, I will. I guess it's probably more than 45 seconds. Podcast has been going for 31 minutes and 51 seconds. My spit bottle level is at probably an eighth bottle. My coffee level is at 0. I just got ice, and I've got 8 beautiful bottles of water in here, ready to drink. What else? I got my work bag is on the passenger seat over here, hanging out. I've got my new clothes, my safety glasses because I just left a job site. I got a chemical jacket on the ground. I don't like putting on the whole fucking suit. I think it's some bullshit. Not at the power plant, over at the other place. I gotta wear a chemical suit, even though it's water. I'm hauling water. All right, yeah, we are way underpowered here. We are not overweight, that is for sure. We are underpowered. There's something bad going on here. This truck is struggling. 29 mile an hour uphill. The Flint Hills are gonna suck. The Flint Hills are going to suck. What else do I got going on? I got a hard hat over here. It's got mustard on the rim. I got a burger last night after getting offloaded. It was a delicious fucking burger. And she's like, "What do you want on it?" I said, "Everything. Put everything on there." She's like, "Jalapenos?" I said, "Yeah, it's everything." And I would say no mustard, but it's easier to just say put everything on there. Anyways, she loaded that motherfucker down with mustard. It seemed like she was upset with me. She's the one that asked me if I want anything on it. And then she's upset that I said, yeah, everything, even jalapeno. And then she walked back there and she just dumps the mustard on that burger. And for some reason, I liked it. I don't know. I'm not a big mustard fan all the time, but for some reason, that burger yesterday, I think I was just really hungry. Uh, Loaded down with mustard, tasted really good, but the motherfucker squirted mustard out all over my pants and my hard hat. Some bullshit. Got my kids some new candies over there in Alva at that truck stop where I go to. They have a whole rack of just like odds and ends candy. You know, they have the regular candy aisles over there, but over here they got like weird shit. You know, just like weird shaped candy, just different types of candy. So, anyways, I got them two. They're like chocolate dinosaurs that are hollow and have a plastic dinosaur toy on the inside. Thought those were cool. I got a pink one and a blue one. And then they had bubble candy bubbles. Uh, I don't even know. So while I was sitting there eating my food the other day, I was looking at it and I was like, "What the hell is this?" And yeah, I don't know. It's like a little bowl, and it comes with two straws, and you're supposed to mix it up really good. Engine derate in 3 hours. Every time I let off the throttle, it's telling me it's got an engine derate. What the hell, man? So it's got two straws. You're supposed to mix it up, and then you can blow into the bowl of liquid goop, and it will blow a bubble. And then you can use the sticks to kind of get the bubble off, and then you let it dry, and then it becomes like a hard candy. I don't know. It's probably not healthy. Obviously, it's not healthy. It's just sugar. But anyway, they love bubbles, so I figured, hey, what better candy than candy bubbles? Then I also got them a pack of off-brand Pop Rocks. They're called like Fizzle Rocks or something. I don't know. But anyways, got a bag of those. It's got like 20 little packets of Pop Rocks inside of it. And they haven't had Pop Rocks in a while. They have had them. Like, I remember my daughter was a baby, and I gave her just like a couple of little Pop Rocks, and she did not like it. My son loved it. Oh, and that's another, just makes me miss it. My sister-in-law, my wife's sister, sent my wife a couple of videos of the kids, my son and her, my nephew. They're both the same age. Sent some videos of them when they were probably 3 years old, to my wife, and we sat there and watched it last night, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, he's so darn cute." He's still, I don't know. It's weird. It's kind of weird to call him cute now because he's like a boy, and but he's still cute in his ways, I guess. But he's my boy. My daughter, she's always been just precious. I'm so sorry, LeBaron. I'm got the foot to the floor. It's a slight incline. This truck ain't running right. Okay? You should pass me. You have the time. It's a Chrysler LeBaron behind me. Pass me. All right, no, don't pass me now, because there's a truck coming. Um, yeah, I don't know. This is what every parent has to deal with. It's like I really miss it when they were young and just so innocent and cute as a button. That's so damn cute. But I don't know. It's weird to say you want that back. I want them to keep growing. They're learning. They're growing. It's been just a wonderful ride being a father. I've enjoyed every minute of it. Okay, engine derate, you motherfucker. Oh shit. This truck's slow as fuck. I'm not. I gotta wait for it to be completely clear. I've got some problems with this thing. Yeah, I don't even. I mean, I remember the videos, but I wasn't really looking at the context of the videos. I was just watching like my son's facial features and everything. I was like, he's so cute, such a cute boy. Miss him. I miss that little boy, but I love him the way he is now too. He drew a penis on the side of the cabinet. My wife sent me a picture. She sent me a picture. Well, like she was on the phone with me, and then she's like, "Who drew on the cabinet?" Like yelling in my ear. I'm like, "I gotta go. Yeah, you can't be yelling on the phone with me. I've got your fucking voice is so loud into my ear. I gotta have it cranked way up to hear you. And then when you're screaming on the phone, it's killing me. Okay? I have very good hearing. You don't need to yell, and you don't need to yell at the kids like that. Just say, "Hey, who drew on the fucking cabinet?" Just say something like that. Okay, you can shift if you want to, truck. I'm not going to do it for you. I'm not going to do it for you. You got to shift on your own. You got to grow up, you fucking piece of shit. I should have switched out trucks today. I really should have. I should have been like, yeah, well, just give me a different truck. But he said it's fixed. I love it when they say that. No, it's fixed, man. You're good to go. I know they can't really tell that it's not fixed yet, but it's just odd almost every single time when they say, yeah, it's fixed. It is for a little bit, and then it's not. I'm going to have shift. What is taking you so? I'll do it for you. Now the engine fan is on. I'm not hot. I mean, well, it is like 200. It's getting over 200, and that's why the fan kicks on, but it's going down now. This is going to be a long 5-hour drive. Longer than normal. Let's see. I got to stop the railroad crossings. I've got 6.5 hours left. GPS says 4.5 hours till I get there. And I will be stopping to get fuel and DEF. And I'm gonna wait until I get there to eat. I'm not gonna eat before then. I thought about it. I thought about having a late lunch. I've already decided not to. And those rules are subject to change upon me going up to Lebo and seeing that Casey's sign. Might run in there, grab me some sort of a drink, maybe. I don't know. I got all these waters sitting here. I should drink just waters, but I'll need to piss by then. And I'm gonna go inside, and even though the pizza's the opposite direction of the fucking pizza warmer, I almost feel obligated to buy something when I walk into a store. It's like I rarely ever walk into a store unless I got fuel. But a lot of times I might take my headset off. They won't realize that I'm that trucker that's over there. And I'll walk in, take a piss, and walk back out. And I feel like they're just looking at me like, you motherfucker. Restrooms, you gotta buy something if you're gonna use the restroom. I don't know, maybe they don't feel that way at all. I feel that way. So I like to always buy something. Even if it is something small, I just grab a drink, run over, buy it. But hey, why? What? I'm gonna need something to eat with this drink. I'm gonna need something to drink with this food. You know, Probably grab me. Shouldn't do it. Tell me not to, guys. Tell me not to. Tell me that I'm as strong. I'm as strong as an ox. I don't need to eat pizza every time there's pizza. Just because they have pizza and they put a little love into them slices doesn't mean I need to grab it and eat it. The weird thing is I used to despise Casey's breakfast pizza. I used to not like it. It used to give me the fucking shits. It still does give me the shits. But here lately, I've been really enjoying the bacon breakfast pizza, way more than like the lunch pizza. The lunch pizza, sausage, or beef, or pepperoni, it just doesn't really. I don't know. It hits a spot, but the breakfast pizza hits the spot really good. And I don't know. Maybe I wish they would have just make a bacon pizza. Make me a bacon pizza and don't make it so fucking floppy. Overcook that a little bit. I mean, it's not overcooked; it's cooked perfectly. But most of the time I go in there, the shit's undercooked. Pilot pizza is always undercooked. It looks so fucking good. I'll tell you what, Pilot pizza looks so goddamn delicious. And then you get it, they even have like a braided crust, so it looks so fucking good. It's got, it's loaded down with toppings. It looks fucking delicious. Then you get it and you go out to your truck and you start eating that motherfucker, and it's dough. It's uncooked dough. It tastes like fucking shit. Pilot pizza, not good. Looks great. Smells great. Not good. What other pizza is there? Sap Brothers has really good pizza. I'm not stopping by any Sap Brothers. There's none on my route. I used to stop at the one up in Nebraska. I guess Iowa. Yeah, it's Iowa, but it's on the Nebraska 2 highway. Or is it 10? I don't know. I don't remember. I haven't been up there in so long. Used to do a route up there in Nebraska and Iowa and off of I-29, and I think it's 2 highway. There's a Sap Brothers right there, and their pizza is something special. You get the pepperoni. If you look in there and you see that pepperoni pizza, and all the pepperonis are curled up into bowls, that's the pizza you want. Sorry, kid, I was rolling way too fast. Oh, that guy just ran a red light. I didn't know the crosswalk. I didn't. I thought it would just blink yellow and you're supposed to stop, but it actually turns red. Interesting. Save the kids. Um, Other pizzas. Casey's. No, why the fuck did I say Casey's? I meant Quick Trip. There's another big brand gas station, sometimes a truck stop around here that's called Quick Trip. And Quick Trip has, I don't know. I used to love their pizza. You got to do the shake test on their boxes. If you go up there and you just grab the first slice you see, brother, you're doing it wrong. You got to do a shake test because they don't cut them slices evenly. There's always going to be a big one. Or the cheese is going to be coming off the side of it and it's going to melt it to the box. And then you do a shake test and it doesn't shake. And you're like, I got a big slice. You go out to the truck and you realize that it's a small piece that had the cheese melt to the box. And that's why it didn't shake. Because you got to shake them side to side and back and forth. And you're going to touch probably 8 slices of pizza. You're not touching them, you're just touching the box. But you shake them around and you want to try to get big slices. And sometimes it's pretty consistent actually. But they're thick ass pieces of pizza. It's a lot of bread compared to other pizza places. It is good stuff. I do enjoy it. I always get the pepperoni, but I don't know. It's good. It's all right. It's worth it. It's worth trying it. Hunt Brothers. That's in most of your shitty little gas stations. Hunt Brothers Pizza. It's okay. It doesn't have a super great taste, um, but it will. You can eat it. That's for sure. You can definitely eat it. If you're hungry, it's food. You can eat it. And it is pizza, but some of it ain't super great. What I had for lunch today is I went to a Love's up on I-70 in Lawrence, well, headed to Lawrence, headed I-70 westbound, and I was headed eastbound actually, but it's one of them truck stops that's in the middle of the highway, and they have a new pizza place they put inside that motherfucker. And I was walking through. I thought it was still breakfast time ish, and I looked, and they didn't have any breakfast pizza up because I was gonna get some breakfast pizza. But they have like the miniature pizza, so they consider it for a 4 slice box, and it's not. It's like the size of 1 slice, but they cut a little personal pan pizza into 4 squares. They charge you out the fucking wazoo for it. It's like $8. But I grabbed the jalapeno one. The way off of, I mean, I grabbed a coffee and a jalapeno slice of pizza. Doesn't really go well together, but that's what I did. Not gonna lie, that's what I did. I ate it. Pretty decent stuff. Pretty decent. I guess I could talk about the Hunt Brothers again. If you go to the Hunt Brothers, you might as well just order a whole pizza. You're gonna have to sit there and wait, but it's gonna be fresh pizza. It's gonna come out, and order the thin crust. It's to die for. It's a lot of fucking pizza though. I mean, I'll eat it all, but that's a lot of pizza. And their thin crust, yeah, it's pretty fucking good for what it is. And there's no charge for toppings there. You can get no toppings, just cheese, or you could get that thing loaded the fuck down. They don't give a shit. You say double pepperoni, they're on it. They'll do it. Um, yeah, pretty good shit. I don't know. They cut it into squares though, and it's I don't know. It's like, hey, can you just cut it into regular pizza slices for me? I can eat thin crust, cut regular. You know, because then you get to those middle slices and you're touching up on all the toppings and stuff, and it's like, can you just cut it like a normal pizza, please? I don't need it cut into fucking squares, and it takes way longer to eat when it's cut up into squares. Um, I did not bring any of that roast that my wife made last night. I didn't. I meant to grab a little Tupperware worth of it, and so I could eat that. Maybe I could just go straight to the hotel and I could eat that because it was good. I only had a few bites of it last night because I wasn't. I had stopped and I grabbed something on the way home. I forgot that she had the roast, but it was going to be 10:30 before I got home. So, hey, I mean, listen, I'm eating before 10:30. I don't want to eat that late in the night anyway. I mean, I will. I have. I most of the time I do. But for uh, me just making excuses for myself, I don't want to eat at 10:30 at night. I just wasn't all that hungry, but I did eat some of the bites of that roast. It was fucking delicious. Um, so I'm gonna just tell her, hey, do not fucking throw that roast away. I know it's gonna be in the fridge for 2 days. Leave it there. I'm gonna eat it. Keep it sealed up. And I let the dog. It's a giant bowl of roast. It was probably a 9 pound roast. It's a lot of fucking meat. It did have a bone in it, so you got to take that into account. But we have a big, like the big popcorn bowl. It's full to the fucking top of fucking roast. So good. Um, I don't know. If I had brought it with me, it would have been eaten by now, for sure. I probably would have ate it, for lunch, for breakfast, for lunch, something. Um, Scarf. That's what I was trying to think of earlier. The thing that people wear around their necks is a scarf. Figured it out. I'm a master of figuring things out. Um, Anyways, I think I might try to get me some sort of a scarf. I don't know. I'm gonna look real bad wearing a scarf. A fat guy on a DR with a scarf on. Not happening. I'll get one of them gator things. I will cut the toes out of my socks and shove my fat head through a sock before I'll wear a fucking scarf. Really, I just need something to block the wind. And the longer I rode, the more I was getting upset that they made me shave my beard off, because beards do have a use, and especially for a helmet like that. Like, my beard is touching the helmet whenever I have a nice beard going, and I probably would have a pretty nice beard going by now. But they made me shave that motherfucker off, and then wind. And well, that's mainly for your face. Your neck is still going to get cold, but the wind just flies up into my helmet and my whole face. I mean, I don't have wind blowing directly onto my face, but there is some coming up, and I have to wear glasses and my face shield down on that helmet, and I got all of it fogging up on me, and I don't know. It's just really annoying. I really I should have cleaned my face mask before I took off this morning too. I don't know. I saw enough. I just looked through the fog. I could see right through the fog. I gotta undo this belt. This thing is cutting into me right now. Off you go, motherfucker! Jesus Christ! Oh, I gotta unbutton the pants too. Here we go. Come off. Unzip. Fold the flaps over. Jesus. I feel like a new man right now. Holy fuck. I need a new belt for sure. So my belt, it's just a square belt loop, and it's got like this metal round thing. I guess it's like a bearing or something. We are going so slow right now. We are going 38 miles an hour. We're in a 65 zone. I'm so sorry. As soon as we get over this fucking hill, this guy's going to pass me. But as soon as we get over the hill, I'm going to start going 65 again. So just give me a chance. You're going to pass me, and then you're not going to be going 65, and I'm going to be hitting my brakes. I already know it. Just give me a fucking chance. Heavy shit goes slow uphill, okay? It goes really fast downhill. Give me a chance, man. He's got an opening up here. He's going to be able to pass me here in 15 seconds. He's going to go for it. And I'm going to be already back up to speed. Is he going to pass me? I don't know. So this part of this highway, he's passing. No blinker, and it was in a no passing zone. And he was in a Dodge Dually. He ain't hauling nothing, but he's got them mirrors flipped. He got them mirrors flipped up. Heavy shit goes slow uphill. It goes fast downhill. I'm catching up to you now, you motherfucker. He's probably looking. He's like, "Oh, this guy was fucking he was just going so slow. Now he's catching up to me. What the hell?" People, especially a guy driving a dually Dodge like that. Do you understand that heavy shit goes so slow uphill? Oh, and he's turning right here. Wow. Wow, bud. You really you flew up around me to pass me, and then you're like, and we're back. Got a call from the boss. I texted him everything he needed to know. I called him. He didn't answer. I texted him. And he's like, "You rang?" I'm like, "Yeah, I texted you." And everybody's off. Everybody is miscommunicated right now. He's like, "Oh yeah, well, I don't know why you wanted to pull that one down so far because we're going to add to it tomorrow." And I said, "Really?" Because they're saying they wanted me to work on that one and that one solely so they could get it drained down, cleaned, and removed. And he just told me today, right an hour ago, he said, "I want you guys to come out and clean it and return it back to the rental place, the frac tank." He's like, "No." He's like, "No, we leave it in there all winter." I'm like, "You guys need to talk to each other. You ought to give him a ring. You ought to talk to him and see what he's thinking, because he was telling me he wants us to come out and clean the motherfucker." Anyways, I don't know, Dodge motherfucker back there. I won't remember him. He's gone. He's out of my life. Anyways, there's two parts of this highway. In that part of the highway, there is no passing lanes on the big hills, and this one there is. The problem is the first passing lane is only like an eighth of a mile long, and I always go into the passing or into the right hand lane to let anybody that's behind me go by, even if there's nobody behind me or there's somebody back there but they're kind of far. I always still pull over to the right lane. Um, but this first one that I can see right now is so short. When you get to the crest of the hill, the lane is ended. Not technically, it still extends a little bit more, but the lane is only half wide. Who in their right fucking mind made a passing lane where you get to the top of the hill and the lane goes from being 10-foot wide down to 5-foot wide? Who in the fucking right mind makes that? And it's like, 'cause I got to get over. I'll be in the fucking ditch if I try to maintain that lane. I got to get back over. You all better hurry up and pass me. Because if I let off the throttle, if I tap the brakes, if I do anything like that, headed uphill, brother, I might as well just stop the fucking truck and start in fucking second gear. Rarely ever am I ever starting off in first. I don't know if I've ever started off in first. There's no point. When I'm unloaded, I would like to start off in fourth, but the automatic of this piece of shit won't let you start in fourth. It only lets you start in third. Normally, you start in second. You can bump it up, and it'll let you start in third. This fucking transmission is having. I'm wondering if it's power related or it's just shifting related. It's just engine derate in 3 hours. Thank you for that. Y'all better hurry the fuck up. Walmart, you're not going to make it. All right, he flashed me. He said, "Come on over, buddy." I'm coming over. We're doing 30. Okay? I'm coming over. You are going to have to hit your brakes on the uphill. I'm so sorry. We're doing 30. It's a steep fucking hill. I don't know what's going on here. It's acting like I'm heavy as fuck. That I'm probably lighter than I normally am. And I can only say the same thing over so many times before I'm just ready to fucking freak out. Okay, cows over there. We're headed downhill. Oh yeah, Walmart, me and you, buddy. We are hauling ass downhill. I'm not letting off. I'm gonna get up to about 73 miles an hour in a 65 zone. because I need as much speed as I can to make this hill. Just kidding. I'm topped out at 67. This is going to be a long fucking drive. This is going to be a long ass drive. 66. I'm still going downhill, and it's slowing down. What's the deal here? Walmart's way back there. I'm like, yep, I'm trying to gain as much speed. I'm going to try to make it up this hill. Walmart's going to pass me. I already know it. I already know it. I think Walmart's max speed is like 63, 62 and a half, 63, something like that. Here we go. Headed up. Taking the right lane. Pass me if you would like. He's way back there. He ain't going to make it. I know you're going to derate, you motherfucker. Downshift to 8. Give me 8. We're doing 45. Give me 8th gear. Give me 8th gear. I need it. You can do it. I know you can. There we go. 8th gear. Come on. Come on. I know you're going to derate, you bitch. Jesus. Come on, Walmart. Just do it. Just put me out of my misery and pass me. All right. Don't pass me. That's fine. You even got a line of cars behind you. Why is nobody passing us? We are doing 40. Anyways, yep. This is me for the next few hours. Uh, Hopefully things get better. Maybe the truck will just run better here in a little bit. Before I get to the Flint Hills, it'll be running great. For some reason, it'll go 90 mile an hour. I'd like that. I'd really like that. Come on now. Adios. Keep all 18 down. We'll talk to you later.